Good afternoon, everybody. Number 18 in my quest to do 21 live videos of myself talking about various things that I have been through, in general sharing about my life, and share these knowledge, these experiences, and in the process make you think something for yourself and see something for yourself. So today's subject is around relationships, and it's really interesting because the week that passed since the last video I did, I've been talking with various people from my family, my coach, fellow coaches and colleagues in general, and we were talking about relationships. So a while ago I had a very interesting conversation with a woman who has inspired me a lot in my life to go and do things and be who I am today. Wing wing, you know who I'm talking about. And we were discussing in terms of the self-development training we have done for the past 10 months. And she said at some point that it's good to be with someone whom you have the same language with, that you share the same language, the same understanding within that context of that language. And back then, my God, it was like 10 months ago, I couldn't get it. For the love of God, I couldn't get it. So what happened, I went and I did some self-development training, and in that process I met many more people, and I saw that for myself, that you build better and better connections with people that you share the same, not only the same interest, but the same language. And I think it was about 8 months, give or take 8-9 months into the process of the training, where we had again the same conversation with this woman, and she said, now that you know that level, now you need to understand that you need to go to the next level. And I remember I asked, like, what do you mean by the next level? And she said that you need to be with someone who has done deeper work with themselves, not just the primary level, like the basic, where you build the foundation of the language. You need to be with someone who has done a better and more deeper work with themselves. And I said, like, okay, now that makes sense because I have the previous understanding. And I went back into my head, and being an analytical person, I went in my head and started like analyzing and thinking about that, the whole process. And to make a long story short, I realized that when we are let's say 20-25, we want to have a relationship usually in our life with someone who, well, basically we judge them based on the looks. We want them to look good, we care more for the external aspect of them, not so much for the language they're using, as long as we can get along very well together. Now, when you reach the second stage of your life, where you are about 35, like 37, like where I am now, up until now, sorry, you want to be with someone who will take care of you, because by that stage you have left your house, you have went outside, you have rented your own place, maybe you live still in the same country, maybe you have moved to another country. So you want someone, because you're missing family, okay, you're missing the family, the time when your family was taking care of you. You want to be with someone who takes care of you. So now you don't only look for someone who is like handsome or beautiful, you're also looking for someone who will take care of you, like iron the clothes, cook a meal for you, having hot water when you return from work, someone who will be there, like this support that you need. But what is interesting here is that when I had this conversation with my friend, and of course seeing that, yes, also when you reach to that stage where you're missing the family, you want someone who can recreate that feeling of family with, there you start looking into the language, whether you have a certain training or no. You want to have a bit certain common language, like these unspoken rules that you create between you and your partner, your significant other, that you want to be with. And to be honest, the last conversation I had 2 months ago with that friend of mine, she made me aware of another thing, that because we reach now the certain stage in our life, we're like about 35 years of age, 37. At this stage also, you're thinking about creating your own family, creating your own business if already you don't have one, and in general you think big. You're going into that stage of your life where you want to think big, you want to expand for one reason or the other. So having someone who is like handsome or beautiful is not enough. Having someone who you can recreate the family feelings that you're missing is not enough. What I realize is that you want to be with someone who will be there and who will support your dreams. I was doing some house chores earlier, and I realized that up until this stage you want someone who will support your lifestyle. You know, I like to go to certain places. I like her if she comes with me. I like going in that restaurant. I like when she comes with, like, have a certain lifestyle and you support with each other. But at this stage of your life, because now, you know, when you're 30, 40, at this stage of your life, you start thinking where I want to be in the next 20 years, where I want to be in the next 30 years. So you're thinking already for your 60s and your 70s, and you start to plan ahead from now. So what I find interesting is that you want to be with someone who will support your dream, not your lifestyle, not your being, who will support your dream. You need someone who will dream the same way that you do, or even if they don't get your dream, they will still be there for the long haul. They will still be there for you to support your dream. It's really, for me, it was like as if someone threw a whole building on my head when I realized that. Now, you may question, where does the language when I started with occurs here? So this is the interesting thing, is that dreams, we create them. Okay, you have them, of course, like it comes as a picture, it comes as something, a smell, a vision, something, right, that starts creating the dream, and it will run in the back of your head, but somehow it needs to be created. And dreams, in the reality where we live in, they are created through language. So now, can you imagine if someone has gone through the same training like you have, and you say, like, I have a dream, what I want to create, and that same person, because they have this common language, you have you have been through the common training, they get you, right? They might say, like, I don't get your dream, but I get you, because we have the same language. So the way you explain your dream makes sense to me, and because I know you, I don't know your dream, I trust you, and I support you, thus, therefore, I support your dream. So it's really important at this stage and moving forward in our lives to be with someone who will support our dreams. Of course, what is about the drill about the dream is an entirely different, separate conversation. But I would invite you in taking a moment from your life and step back and have a look. What is who I am, how I live my life. Therefore, what lifestyle do I support, for myself? Therefore, what is my dream moving forward, and how would that look like, being with someone who will support that? Many people, they have their dreams in their lives. They have big dreams, but they tend to hold themselves back for various reasons. And one of them usually might be like a partner who doesn't support your dream. And that's really frustrating. That's really bringing you down. Okay, we might talk about like sacrificing something in order to achieve a greater good, cool, but that's not all. That's not all the situations that you will face in your life. There are certain situations where you start, when you reach that 30-35 age gap, where you have accomplished something, you're a bit bigger in life, you've taken bigger responsibilities, you hold bigger positions, where you're like, okay, where you start questioning, what is the next for me? And this is when you start dreaming again. You remember the dreams of your childhood, and like, okay, what can I do now compared to what was before? And it's really interesting that sometimes the moment you start naming your dream, people who don't share the language that you do, some of them might leave, some of them might be curious and they will want to learn more. And it's good if people leave you. It's good because these people know you and judge you based on who they know you to are. But when you talk about your dream, you talk about your future, where I want to be in the future. And some people might not be okay being in that future where you want to be. That's why it's perfect. If people stay, it's perfect. If people leave you, it's perfect. Because that means that they will create the space for the people who will support your new way of being, your new dream, the new you overall. They will be there for you. They will be coming. And there will come new friends, there will come new partnerships, there will come new relationships, there will come even new mentors along the way as you walk that talk, and you name your dream, what you want to go and accomplish. people will start getting attached, like either because they want to do it for you, either because they go the same way that you do, or because your fight is their fight and they will stay with you as long as you fight the same cause, which is a good. But as you can see, that these are like separate conversations that I can delve deeper, which is not my intention in this video. My intention is be with people in your life, and that's the bottom of it. It's like, be with people in your life from now on that they will want to share your dream. They will want to be part of the dream that you have about what you want to create in the new reality that you're going to create. It's really important. We have allowed ourselves to play a small game in our lives for many years. Now more and more people across the globe, they wake up to a new reality. They grow up into it now. And because we are the stage where we are parents ourselves, we have grown already, and we grow our children, we raise our children now to think bigger, to have dreams and support those dreams, rather than you will do what your papa was doing before you, and so on and so on. So we cannot afford to play a small game anymore. We cannot afford to be small ourselves, because we need to think about the next 15, 20 years, where we want to be. And if you don't like the long term of an idea, like being 20, think about where I want to be next year, where I want to be in the next 3 years, where I want to be in the next 5 years. And always think in terms of, what is my dream, where I want to be next, who I want to be with. Sometimes you might want to be with someone because you didn't have the dream of yourself, but you thought of that person. If I'm with that person, then I can create that dream. And then you see that you plan it, you do something about it, and the dream fails, because in the end of the day, that wasn't your dream. It was a story. So if it is a story you want to create a story that has meaning for you, okay, and live within that dream. So this is it, basically. This is it. See what your dream is, see where you want to be to your future, because you don't live based on your past, okay? What really gives you who you are in your life right now is always your future. You know, I was talking with another woman the other day, and I said, like, you know, your lifestyle, based on what you're sharing with me, is that you die in the week only to live in the weekend, you know. And you see a lot of the people, like on Thursday and Friday, where they're feeling like very down the whole week. Suddenly on Friday they're very excited and happy, and I'm like, what the heck, what's going on with you? They say like, oh, because Friday night I'm going on a party, because Saturday is my day off, and Sunday, and especially Saturday evening, I'm taking my friends and we're going all out. Okay, and I was like, okay, why are you happy now, which is only Wednesday or Thursday? And then she realized, yeah, but because I'm happy because something good is coming. And I said like, okay, why cannot you be the same during Saturday and Sunday, when Monday's coming and you know you're gonna go to work? And well, you understand that at that moment the conversation closes. And the reason is, like, other things will excite us, other things won't excite us. But this is the thing, you know, check out on your dreams, check what you're looking for, and then people who want to be there with you for your dream, with your dream, they will start coming along, right? So that's what I want to share for today. Hope I helped somebody who watched the video, or the people who will watch the video in the future. Thank you for watching. Thank you for showing up and saying hello. I had quite a few people who said hello. I'm sorry if I didn't say individually hello to you, but I'm really amazed and pleased that you came and you said hello and you watched the video. So have a beautiful day. I wish the best for all of you, and we'll see you again soon.